Chibong, good night, Marum. Good night to you all from Melbourne, Australia. It's Alberta here, and I am here with my day 22 of my gratitude challenge day. Challenge that I've been doing this month. I'm live streaming on 3 of my mentors, my business partners' pages. So because of the internet connection, it's still okay. I can still go ahead with that. So to those new to our pages, or to those that are following, Annette, Jabong, to you all in Buka, and Wendy in Lay, good night. Lay Lay as well. And Joanne in Tabubilia, good night. Lay So me, I am a digital business entrepreneur and also a business coach. And today I'm just super grateful because it's Monday and I got paid in my coaching business, my second income stream. So we belong to a community of more than 135,000 now, all around the world, all digital entrepreneurs, and we've got 5 income streams. So you can go and choose whichever you think suits you after your coaching call, and that can only be done after you watch our free webinar, and then you can make up your mind whether this business opportunity is yours or not, because it's not for everyone. This is not for everyone, but the moment you take action, make your own decision, you will thank yourself later. And this has been more than 2 years now. I've been in this business. I've loved it. I've enjoyed it. And a lot of people who have followed me for the last 2 years, some of them are still here, still watching me succeeding. And so many of them are coming on to the business. So if you're watching me now, you may watch me in the next 3 years, and then you will say, oh my gosh, I should have, started my digital business, that time, because everything now is going digital. And all the prices of goods are increasing. Interest bank rates are increasing. Mortgage, a lot of people are complaining about the mortgages because the bank has increased the interest rate. And it's all trying times this time, so it would be good for you to start a side hustle if you love your job, and or if you love what you do. Start this as a side hustle. It won't hurt you. So I don't know what people are looking for, and it's not a get rich quick business, but it's a business that can make you rich very quickly as well, or financially secured or free within the next 3 or 5 years. So a lot of our communities, thousands of people in our community and business owners are, financially secure. They're retired, or, good number have retired in their early, mid 20s, some in the early 30s, and some in the early 40s. So who would want to work until 65 or 67 to retire? No one wants to work until that time. But then, like a lot of people say, oh, I am going to work. By the time I retire, I'll have a lot of money. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I work with nurses that have retired and have returned to work by force because they can't cope with the the increasing bills. Their pension is not enough. Their super is not enough at this time. And, who knows, by the time you retire, will the market be still the same? So those that are investing time, investing money online, on legitimate businesses online and starting to build it now, believe me, they will be very successful in 2 to 3 years' time. So, everything will be increasing, everything is going digital. Like for us at work now, we hardly see each other because we've got an app on the phone where we just log into our phones, our time sheets are on the phone. We don't need to go and show our faces. We just log into our phone using our fingerprints, our thumb, and our PIN, and log in, and then log out again. Just go and do our job and come home. And a lot of we use cardless. We hardly use our cards. We don't use our cards anymore. We use our phone to pay for things. So I don't even know how to use my card anymore. My card is just sitting in my wallet. And I don't even know how to get cash from the card because I don't get cash. I just use the tap. We just go tap and go, pay and go. We don't use cash. So everything has moved online. Everything has moved digitally. Ways of doing, banking from online banking saves a lot of time. Shopping, online booking an Uber or taxi, it's online. Booking your tickets here, you don't walk into places anymore. You just book online. Holidays, you book your, hotels online. Everything. So, and this time it should be the, today's generation because it's the technology time. So I'm really, really grateful that I've started a business that is starting to, pay off. Like I've cut down from 2 jobs to 1 job, and now I've cut down on my Saturday. I don't work Saturday anymore because I want to spend more quality time with my family, my boys. I've got 3 boys, 2 teenagers and 1 4-year-old. And so these are the things that I love, and a lot of people, like so many of my colleagues, even friends, families and friends or strangers, they stalk me on Facebook. Believe it or not, a lot of people are stalking me on Facebook. They wanted to know, they still want to know, what is Alberta doing? And it's not me only doing this business. We are 135,000. And I said, before even end of the year, we might be 200,000. And just imagine in 3 years' time how, what will the number be? Because so many people want to start working smarter. Yeah. And a lot of my colleagues as well are starting to realize that, Alberta has been doing a legitimate business, because a lot of them are starting to have health issues. They're burnt out because they work 7 days a week. And just imagine your health, looking after yourself. And they're always asking, how, you really, happy and you don't work all the time. And for us, we work 7 days. We're getting tired now. And I say, well, start a digital business. Start a side hustle so it can pay you. Like today I got paid. It's a Monday. I got paid in my coaching business, and that's my second income stream. I still got my third and fourth and fifth income stream, and when they all pay me, it's, sometimes I don't feel like going to work at all, because what I'm doing is already looking after me. What I'm doing is already benefiting me. What I am, doing while I'm busy helping people move online and start their digital business and coaching them to be successful, I am, also attracting the financial blessing side of it. So you too can do that. So that's just my little advice to you. If you've been looking and, someone has, a couple of people have messaged me. They saw me a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, and some saw me a year ago, and they said they didn't have money that time. They wanted to join and register because we show you a free webinar. They watched the free webinar, but they didn't have money. And when they're in their sick bed, then they start messaging me, "Oh, Alberta, I want to join that. I'm sick now, and I wanted to start that business long time ago, but I didn't start it because, I was busy working. And now that I'm sick, I'm starting to realize that I should have started something 2 years ago." Another person had an accident, and is hospitalized. And he's messaging me from the hospital bed and saying, "Oh, Alberta, I really want to be part of the business. I can do it from here because I can't work. I had this and that." So these are little things that we talk about. Your job will not look after you if things happen, if life happens. But if you own something that you hold with your hand and it's online and it allows you to do it from your phone or your laptop, why can't you start something for yourself that you'll be thankful for in 2 to 3 years time or 5 years time? So that's just my little advice to you all. Anyway, I'll go ahead with my day 22. I'm super grateful for this business because it has really taught me to be humbled and to be grateful always. So for me, I'm always grateful because this business has really changed me, my family. And, if my income has doubled, my income this year has doubled, I'm sure next year will be tripled. So that is what we talk about. It's not a get rich quick business, but it's gonna pay you off soon when you show your consistency, you show up for your business, you work on your business. It doesn't require 8 hours. It only requires 1 to 2 hours of your time, even if you're working full time. Do it for 30 minutes or an hour, depending on you. Because if you're on Facebook, we use Facebook to do our business. If just a lot of people, they waste their time and they don't realize that they're spending 1.5 or 2 hours on Facebook or on YouTube or on Google. So start something instead of giving excuses and saying, "Oh, I don't use Facebook, I don't use social media," but yet they're on social media. Yet you see them stalking, me. Even if they're not using social media, they stalk and I don't know what they want to find out. Start your business yourself. So anyway, thank you so much. Let's move on to, that's just my little advice to you. Day 22, before your very eyes. This world, after all our science and sciences, is still a miracle. And let me know if my sound is good. Jennifer, thank you so much. Just let me know if I don't have any rattling sound in the background. This world, after all our science and sciences, is still a miracle. Wonderful, inscrutable, magical, and more to whosoever will think of it. 7 years ago, when I first discovered the secret and the magical power of gratitude, I made a list of all my desires. It was a long list. At that time, there seemed to be no possible way my desires could come true. Nevertheless, I took my top 10 desires and I carried them with me on a piece of paper every day. Whenever I had an opportunity, I would take out my list and read through it, giving as much gratitude for each desire as I could, as though I had received it. With my number one desire, the desire I wanted more than anything else, I kept it constantly in my mind. And I would say the magic words, thank you, for it multiplied times in a day and feel as if it had come true. One by one, every desire on my list magically appeared before my very eyes. As I received my desires, I would cross them off my list. And when I had new desires, I would add them to my list. One of my desires from my original long list was to travel to Bora Bora near Tahiti. After spending a beautiful week at the exact place in Bora Bora, I had listed another beautiful thing happened. I was flying to the mainland of Tahiti on my way home when the airplane stopped en route to pick up passengers. The flight had been empty, but it filled to the brim with native Tahitians. And suddenly laughter, smiling faces, and a happiness that was palpable surrounded me. As I enjoyed the short flight with these beautiful people, it became crystal clear to me that the reason why they were so happy, they were grateful. They were grateful to be alive. They were grateful to be on the airplane. They were grateful to be with each other. And they were grateful for where they were going. They were grateful for everything. I could have stayed on that plane and traveled around the world with them. It felt so good to be with them. And then it struck me that I had just received my final desire. Bora Bora was the last desire on my original long list. And the reason I was on that plane was before my very eyes. Gratitude. I've shared this story as an inspiration for you because no matter how big your desires seem to be, you can receive them through gratitude. Even more than that, gratitude will bring a joy and happiness for life that you've never felt before, and that is truly priceless. From the time I began using gratitude and the law of attraction to the time I received my final desire on my original list was 4 years. To give you an idea of the enormousness of receiving all my desires in that amount of time, when I created my desire list, my company was $2 million in debt. And I had 2 months before I would be forced to shut it down and would lose my home and everything I owned. The money I owed on my personal credit cards was a small fortune, and yet on my desire list was to own a big house overlooking the ocean, to travel to exotic places in the world, and to have paid all my debts, to expand my company, to restore every relationship to the best it could be, improve the quality of my family's lives, to be 100% healthy again, and have unlimited energy and excitement for life, along with the usual list of material things. And my number one desire, which seemed like an absolute impossibility to many of the people around me, was to bring joy to millions of people through my work. The very first desire that I received was bringing joy to millions of people through my work. The rest of my desires magically followed, and one by one, as they appeared before my very eyes, I crossed them off my list. So now it's your turn to use gratitude's magical power to make your desire appear before your very eyes. At the start of the day, take your top 10 desire list that you created. Read through each sentence and desire on your list, and for 1 minute imagine or visualize that you have received your desire. Feel as much gratitude as you can, as if you have it now. Carry your desire list with you today in your pocket. On at least 2 occasions in the day, take your list, read through it, and feel as much gratitude for each one as you can, as though you've received it. If you have your desires to come more quickly, if you want your desires to come more quickly, I would highly recommend you to carry your desire list with you in your wallet or purse from this day forward. And whenever you have time, open it up, read through it, and feel as much gratitude as you can for each one. When your desires appear before your very eyes, cross them off your list and add more. And if you are like me, each time you cross a desire of your list, you will be in tears of joy, because what seemed impossible was made possible through the magical power of gratitude. Magic practice number 23. This is the practice before your very eyes. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings, write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, at the start of the day, take your top 10 desire list that you created. Number 3, read through each 10 desire. Read through each sentence and desire on your list, and for 1 minute, imagine or visualize that you have received your desire. Feel as much gratitude as you can. Number 4, carry your desire list with you today in your pocket on at least 2 occasions in the day. Take out your list, read through it, and feel as much gratitude as you can. Number 5, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened during the day. Wow, that was day 22 ending. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm super grateful for you all. To those that have tuned in, thank you for your time. Hopefully you're doing this gratitude challenge, and write down your top 10 desires and look at them. Really feel that you've received them, and it will be there before your very eyes. And that's I've experienced that, so you too will experience that. With that, thank you so much, Jibong. again. I'll see you guys on the inside tomorrow back with my day 23. Yeah. And tomorrow's topic will be the magical air that you breathe. Yeah. So thank you so much again. I will have to say good night here now. If you were still thinking of procrastinating on starting your own digital business, reach out to me or reach out to Annette or Wendy or Joanne, and they will be more than happy to guide you through on the first step. The first step is always to go and watch our free webinar. Watch the free webinar, even watch the full one so you understand it. If you don't understand it, watch another one. Watch also the replay is in your email as well. No WhatsApp, people that have been asking me to, meet them through WhatsApp or send them WhatsApp. I'm sorry, I won't do WhatsApp. WhatsApp is not something that we, we encourage. No, we only do this business through email. It's a business. It's not just something that you WhatsApp around. We have information that we send through emails because this is where you will learn yourself, goes through you, and it's a lot of information. So WhatsApp, it's an ongoing information that will come through the next 1.5 months. So WhatsApp can't tolerate that. That's why we don't send it on WhatsApp. And WhatsApp, it doesn't stay there. So use your personal email to do that. We don't need your company email or your work email. It's a no-no. It will be your personal business. It's your own business that you will own. So use your personal Gmail to send to us or register on our website, and then you can watch the free webinar. With that, thank you so much. Good night from Melbourne. Jibon. Bye.